Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Gaming for Immersion and the slow and thematic campaign here of good old Skarsnik. Now, we did suffer a really bad setback at the tail end of the previous episode. Actually, I probably shouldn't even say the tail end of it, because I think it was pretty much most of the previous episode was this one battle here at Grand Peak. We had just confederated the other greenskins up here. I've already forgotten now what the name of the greenskins tribe that was up here was. But anyway, we confederated them, got Grand Peak, and before we could really do much to strengthen its defenses, good old Ungrim came down here with a very strong army. He himself is quite strong. He has been buffed a bit from the Thrones of Decay, and his army was too much for us to be able to hold off. However, it was a pretty epic battle. We knocked them from 20 units down to the 6 that you can see here, so felt pretty good about that. If you haven't seen that battle, you really ought to do yourself a favor and go back and watch that third episode of Skarsnik, because it was really a lot of fun. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. So we have to recover from this. Now, he is almost certainly going to turn around now and invade us up here. He has been weakened, and let's take a look at his relative strength now. See, look at this. We knocked him from being quite strong. I think he was like in the teens previously, or the 20s. No, I think he was very, very strong, I remember. And if you look at the green versus red now, look at that. He has been weakened very considerably. So I'm kind of hoping that that turned into the real definition of a Pyrrhic victory, where he may have won this battle, but it weakened him so significantly that he's pretty much, his power has been reduced very considerably for the time being. So I don't think we have to worry too much about losing Mount Gunbad right now. This actually, now that I've looked at that, this makes me think I may not even need to prioritize the defense building here. What I probably ought to prioritize is getting some better units, because this is really where we've got our biggest problem right now, is that our units are pretty much garbage right now. We've got the numbers, we do not have the quantity, or I'm sorry, the quality. We have the quantity, but not the quality. We have things like this right here. We've got this army, which, you know, we should have the numbers be overwhelm Thorgrim up here, except for the basic problem that Dwarven units are just so much better than ours. So, number one priority, like I said, is going to have to be this up here. Plus, it'd be really nice to unlock a Black Orc Big Boss. So, yeah, let's do that, and it's going to unlock the recruitment of the Night Goblins, which are going to be better than what we've got right now. I don't see any reason not to also go ahead and increase our income. And then finally, we could start to consider what else we want to do. Now, with Skarsnik, we want to stay thematic. And Skarsnik is obviously going to focus on goblins, but that doesn't mean that we can't use some other units as well, like maybe squigs. Squigs might be a decent option. Don't need to build this, however, in a major settlement, because it only has the one tier here. Tier 3, it can be built in minor settlements as well. If we want to maybe start thinking about getting some more spiders into our army, that's a possibility. We do have trolls, river troll hags, got some giants. This is a very strong possibility, I think. And we've got some artillery and these pump wagons that we could consider as well. So, well, and then I obviously shouldn't forget the shaman hut as well. So we got a whole bunch of options there. And quite frankly, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea for us to get some more income going, or some public order as well. So really more options than we can obviously accommodate right now. So what I think I'm going to lean towards doing, I need to focus on the goblins first, because the cost effectiveness. We'll get more night goblins in. I really, if I'm going to start recruiting in more expensive units, I really need a better economy. So I'm actually going to go ahead for now and focus on just continuing to increase our economy everywhere where we can. we need to build economy buildings. Now this down here doesn't have an economy building yet, so we will do what we can about that. But this building is helping our casualty replenishment rate, which is obviously a big concern right now. So I'm going to leave that one there. Now, I think, obviously, this guy plus the defenses here at Mount Gunbad, I'm not going to build into this army just yet. I will go ahead and get him into... Oh, I can't reach the settlement. Go ahead and march him into the settlement. There we go. To get the extra replenishment where he needs it, and we'll get a little bitty bit of, not much, 2 points of military presence. Benefit to our public order here, so we're still losing public order. The Confederation is a big cause of that, so we have 2 more turns where we're getting -4 public order per turn. Then all of a sudden this will start to improve a little bit. Don't we get a benefit to public order from the WA? We do not, okay. And of course our public order is going to just absolutely drop precipitously after the WA is over. So we got to make hay while the sun shines, basically. Now, we cannot... I was kind of hoping that we might be able to lay siege here to the Pillars of Grungni and then defeat this army where he can't get reinforced. But it does not appear as though we're going to be able to do that. Just... Okay, and yeah, if we attack that army, he's going to get the full garrison plus that army, which is only 2 units right now. So he's going to get 12 plus 18. He's going to have 30 units against our 62 units. Now, not all of our units, of course, are at full strength. So that is, okay, that's going to be kind of interesting. I would love to get him to fight away from the garrison. I think maybe if we move closer, we should be able to do it. So let me try this. Let me go ahead and move to here. I'm actually going to... Are you close enough yet? I'm actually going to put you in ambush stance. Your replenishment is not quite as desperate as Skarsnik. Well, actually, he's doing better now as well. I'm almost tempted to try to get both of them into ambush stance here. Yeah, let's do it, because what we need to do, even more than replenishment right now, what we really need is we need some kind of an advantage, a strategic advantage over these dwarfs, because this is a roadblock right now. So, Skarsnik is not in the trees. Let me see if I can get him into the trees here. Maybe that would be a little bitty bit better. Alright, is he still close? It looks like he's still close enough. They should both be close enough where the garrison would come out to help, although the garrison is rubbish. If he were to attack...
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Okay, you are actually not close enough to reinforce the... Are you now close enough to reinforce the settlement? It's a little hard for me to tell, but we're going to go ahead and roll with it like this because I actually don't even care if he takes the settlement. I need to get him to move. That's really the main thing. Is I need to get him to separate his armies, or at least to get this army away from that 10 stack in that garrison. So if he comes and attacks us, we can retreat. If he manages to somehow get down here to Mount Squighorn, then I don't even care as long as it gets his army away from the the garrison right there at the Pillars of Grugni. And individually, he can this one army can probably defeat one of our 2 armies. Although it wouldn't be easy, but he's got the 3 characters, but he's only a level 1 lord. I don't know. It would. They might. This army against either one of these might be able to beat us, but it would not be easy, and certainly he can't defeat. That one army cannot defeat both of our armies, plus their Wa armies combined. So, we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, you've done all you can. I've already done all I can do here with my settlements. There's, I guess, not really anything else to do this turn. Yeah, I can't recruit up there anymore now because of the, because he's in March stance. This is, no, I do need the income. So that's fine. We're 2 turns away from being able to level this up. Can't recruit any heroes at this point. Okay. Alright, diplomacy it is. We are very strong, obviously. It's because of our Wa armies that makes us so strong, but like I said, we got quantity, we just don't have quality. Clan Verms, I'm not interested in making nice with you. Now, I want to make a quick note here. Ooh, Moon Howlers, hello. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. I already looked at you, and there's no way I could defend your settlement. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So, a quick note on the mods, and also on the status of some of the other campaigns. I'm going to keep trying. The Skrulk campaign is still not loading in. I think it might be because of the Landmarks of Legend. Okay, come on. Ah, he's running away. He pulled Skarsnik out of ambush stance, but not Ratgash. Very interesting. And yet, even with that, he decided to abandon Pillars of Grugni. That's quite interesting. Okay, well, we'll take it. All right. Anyway, so the scroll campaign, I think it may be because of the Legends, the Landmarks of Legend mod, post Thrones of Decay. That's the only thing that I'm looking at that doesn't make any sense why I can't load that campaign in. But I'll keep trying periodically. The Kazrak campaign and the Queek campaign and this campaign are a little bit problematic, actually. I'm including this one as well, even though it's running just fine. This is... Okay, there we go. The Moon Howlers are destroyed. Ambush foiled. Yeah, we expected that. Recruit an additional lord. Okay, we can do that. Very good. Oh. Aha. Okay, so Rictus and Karakazul, the bloody hands have declared war on Thorgrim. Way to go, Warzag. Okay, great. That'll make our job, well, it might make our job a little bit easier. All right, kind of bouncing around between 2 different ideas here. Sorry about that. Just to finish up what I was saying about the other campaigns, and plus this one. This is using the military buildings add garrison mod, and as some people pointed out, plus I did verify it as well, there is a problem with that mod where it is currently unbalanced. It is adding way too many heroes and probably overall number of units in a few cases. Now, I think it's the Chaos Dwarfs and the Ogres that are currently the biggest issue. There could be others as well. I'm a little reluctant to switch out mods like that in the middle of a campaign. It's not really affecting the Greenskins or the Dwarfs as far as I've noticed. So I'm leaving it in this one for right now. Hopefully the mod author will update it. If he doesn't, I may have to switch it out at some point. It's not game breaking, but it is flawed right now. Okay, anyway, back to this. So, you're kidding me, Skarsnik. You're telling me you still can't reach. Wow, our movement is really rubbish, isn't it? Our campaign movement here is really, really bad. Maybe that's why he went ahead and moved out of Pillars of Grugni, because he realized we weren't close enough to be able to reach it. That's crazy how how low our movement is. We're not suffering any effects that causes our... You know what it is? Is it the Wa? I don't know. I don't know. If we go into this stance right here, we can move a little bit further. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead to here, just outside the range of the garrison. Do I even care if we're within range of the garrison at this point? No, I'm actually going to invite being attacked because I'd rather fight the garrison in a field battle out here where he doesn't get the leadership buff. Alright. We're gonna do the best we can, and I don't even see his army, so it's very possible he may not be close enough to attack us anyway. Mount Squighorn losing public order very, very quickly, but it's fine. It is leveling up. Up here, let's go ahead and do this. Our garrison's up to 17. We're replenishing. We've got 8 units in our Wa army. Our money situation has definitely improved. We are only 2 turns away from unlocking Night Goblins and the Black Orc Big Boss. And we're only 1 more turn away from being able to level this up if we can afford all of the above. This will help us to be able to afford all of the above, so I'm going to leave that commandment going. I'm going to take a look here at Karak Kadrin. I'm just going to make sure that he doesn't like jump up really, really high on the relative strength list, and it would be nice to be able to launch a counter-offensive against him while he is weakened, but I can't launch offensives in both the north and the south right now. We just don't have enough units, and our units are... I shouldn't say we don't have enough units. We don't have strong enough units, I don't think, to overwhelm the dwarfs in both fronts. So we're going to have to maintain sort of a defensive posture in the north while we press the offense in the south. If we can possibly get as far as Karazakarak, which is going to be tough because it's a 20 stack in that garrison plus the armies. But if for some reason we're able to take this, that would be obviously really, really nice. It would complete our Wa objective, and it would also be a really nice settlement with which to defend down here from all of the enemies that we are likely to start building up down there. This right here is over time going to turn into a real problem because the Skaven, Rictus in particular, is very likely to betray us at some point and attack us here. And this obviously is not a strong enough settlement to be able to defend very effectively. So yeah, we'll kind of have to maybe use this smaller army whichever direction we need to go. But for right now, I don't think we're in any immediate danger from either one of these two. And of course, if we were to lose World's Edge Archway, like there was just a surprise attack by Rictus, for example, that would not be the worst thing in the world. I don't want to lose it, but it is not something that is that big of a deal. Garrison Lord not moved. Yes, we know. Let's check our diplomacy. We're 2 turns away from our technology here. Let's take a look at our situation. Okay. This is going to be really interesting down here. I want to see what he does with respect to the Pillars of Grugni. We are at least getting, what, not quite 500 additional income from the raiding. Well, this says 810. Oh! Do the Wa armies provide raiding in addition to what we see right here? I'm guessing that they do. It's just not showing it to us exactly how much it is. That's interesting. That makes sense, because when you do get raided by an army, a greenskin army with a Wa, you do get 2 different messages. So that must be the case. All right, let's go ahead and see how good old Thorgrim reacts to getting hit from 2 directions.
Before you says anything, Gobbler ain't eating today.
All right, this is very, very bad. I just mentioned this. Okay. Well. Here he comes. I don't know if that's close enough to reinforce an attack on the Pillars of Grungni or not. Alright, so we can get a little bit of public order, or we can get the migration. I think we need the migration, and just, you know, we're going to have to risk the public order. So, yep, see, he just went ahead. Oh, I didn't even read correctly. I thought that he declared war on me, but all he did was just break the non-aggression pact. That's fine. Whatever. Okay. So we're not at war with Rictus? Nope, we're not at war with Rictus. Okay, well, it's only a matter of time before we will be, but I should probably learn to pay more attention to the messages when I get them. So, Skarsnik here. Yeah, he's not close enough to reinforce, so obviously we are going to go ahead and take this. I'm not going to quite fight it just yet. I'm going to go ahead and encircle. We will fight that in just a moment. Could we reach... No, we can't. We can't somehow attack him.
Be gone.
He's got these gyrocopters, which have gotten stronger post Thrones of Decay, but the rest of his army is not that great. Okay. Definitely we're winning down here. We just want to not give him much chance for a respite. Down here we're one turn away. Our public order has gotten a little bit worse, but we are getting additional growth, which is very nice. Right here, we're obviously going to want to do this. We're only one turn away from this, this, and this, so you...
War boss, innit?
I think what we're going to do with you... I'm not going to start the recruiting until that building is done, but you are close enough now to replenishing that I don't have to keep you inside the settlement. I'm going to move him out of the settlement so that maybe the rebellion... how many turns is this going to be? So it's -3 for 3 more turns. The Confederation is now done with. This is not going to rebel unless something else happens, like we get raided, which could very easily happen. I mean, Ungrim could raid us up there, and Rictus could raid us over here. In any case, if a rebellion does happen, it's actually fine with me, because it'll give this army here a chance to fight and get a little bit of experience, get a little bit of loot. So, and he's going to practice his ambushing skills here by being outside the settlement. Okay. All right. Back to this. Let me just look right here. I haven't checked this out yet. Okay, we got to defeat this for an objective, so that we got 2 turns to get 1,000 gold out of it. That would be nice, or 1,000 teeth out of it. Skarsnik's priority. Yeah, we got that quest battle. We're not ready for that just yet. So let's go ahead, fight this. Obviously, we could auto-resolve. If we did auto-resolve, we would not lose any units, but clearly we're not going to auto-resolve. The army that is going to come in... Okay, so it's good. That's good. It's going to be... Ratgash is going to come in first. I don't think his whole army will come in before some of the Wa army comes in, but it's fine. I want as much of his army as possible to come in. Lightning Strike's not going to do us much good, obviously. And we do want to control the large army. Let's go ahead and fight this. I don't see anything too concerning. His Rangers are obviously going to do some damage to us. We'll try to get them distracted by shooting at the units that can take it. Although, quite frankly, as long as I get the casualties divided between my units, not going to be that big of a deal if we take light casualties here. I certainly am not going to have to play this one nearly as carefully as I did the big battle against Thorgrim that we had in episode 2. Nobody's got any artillery, so neither side has that to think about. Let's go ahead and get you guys over here like this. As far as they know, this is our entire army. Let's go ahead and get the damaged units over here. Well, they're not even going to be able to see these damaged units. These damaged units can actually sit in the woods for all I care. Our reinforcements are going to all come in from over there. Now, we want to get all of you guys on 4 over here where you cannot be seen. You're actually all Vanguard deployment. So I'm going to go ahead and lock you. I'm going to start the battle, and I'm going to move you guys up here. Let's go ahead and get in fast forward. He's obviously getting ready for an attack from this direction. Now, he will notice when our reinforcements come in, and he'll probably adjust his lines to deal with that. In the meantime, well, this was not smart, but I tried to move everybody around this way and then didn't pay any attention. And you know what, they didn't. Good thing it doesn't appear to have mattered. Okay, let's now go ahead and get you guys up here. And here come our reinforcements. Okay. All of you guys, for the most part, I'm actually going to go ahead and do this as a 2. You got some regular old goblins here, along with some nasty skulkers. I don't need to try to worry about getting all those additional nasty skulkers around behind, because we're going to have plenty of units over here from behind. Let's go ahead and speed back up. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now he's adjusting. Did he see us over here? I'll tell you what, guys, go ahead and charge in at this point. You guys go ahead and charge in. I don't think we need to be particularly careful at this point. The main thing that I want to make sure of is that we get on these Iron Drakes. You guys up here are my 1. Let's go ahead and get the 3 of you like so. Let's get you guys here. Let's get you guys on him as well. Do we have a speed boost? We do. Okay. Oh, you're on. You're actually on a mount here. Okay, what is this? I don't have an enemy. Does it have to be a lord or a hero? It does, okay. Alright. Hurry up, guys. Hurry up. How are we doing over here? You guys kind of get on them. Okay, how are you doing? Get on him. Our squigs are kind of getting a little bit dinged up. We need to hurry up and get you guys shooting at him. The squigs, let's get the squigs out of there now. Let's go ahead and get him. Okay, never mind. We're fine. You can go ahead and stay on here. Oh, okay, we do have an enemy Lord to target here. Oh, no, he's not a lord. Never mind. Okay. You guys get on them. We've already destroyed the...
Moving fast. Let's do this.
the flamethrower units, so that's good. Let's go ahead and get you back on them. Okay, let's wah. Let's get ready to wah. Alright, yeah, they're broken. Just keep shooting them for now. I think that should just about do it here. Only a matter of time. Get those blasting charges taken care of. Let's get you guys all in here. Looks like, I think that should just about do it here. Somebody's still fighting. Those Bugman's Rangers right there are still fighting. And these miners with blasting charges are still fighting. Let's go ahead and get over here on this last unit. Oh, nope, there's one right there as well. That's still fighting. The Bugman's Rangers, they're not unbreakable, but very clearly their defense is quite strong. Their leadership's still at 32. Let's go ahead and move forward at this point. There we go. Well, I started out being very tactical, and then I just abandoned it, but it doesn't seem to have mattered very much. 35 losses is not that big of a deal. Alright, so Skarsnik got a level, tiny little bit of scrap, little bit of loot. As much as I would like to get the money, I think it makes more sense to go ahead and occupy it. Okay, we got a Banner of Eternal Flame, that's fine. Nothing special, ranked up with a Night Goblin unit. Well, that's good. Actually, that's really good. Getting that plus 4 leadership for Night Goblin units will be quite nice. Okay. Got 3 levels out of it. Well, 1 level for 3 characters out of it. Okay. And of course, next turn will be probably up to the full 20 stack for our WoW army, so that'll be nice. Alright. Good old Skarsnik. Do I want to do anything else here? I don't think so. I think we're done with the red line for the time being. We'll come back to it eventually. Ambusher is probably going to be a high priority for me.
I got me brother.
Good old Slide of Miser here got another level. Of course he did, because this is the real strength of playing Skarsnik, is that your heroes get lots of levels. Let's go ahead and give him... I'm tempted to give him Dodgy Geezer, because missile resistance is very important, and he is on a mount right now. But I'm also kind of leaning towards making him a stronger melee combatant. I think I'm going to do that first, because we struggle to do damage. That's the main thing. All right, we'll give you Deadly Blade, I suppose. And let's make sure everything is assigned. It is. Okay. Alright. We no longer want to be raiding with you, but we can put you in ambush stance for whatever that's worth, which is probably not a lot. Go ahead and move you up here, just in the off chance that ambush works. I certainly would rather fight this army in an ambush over here than have to fight it over there. Meanwhile, taking a look at Thorgrim, he is not looking real good. He's got, well, the Creeping Death doesn't matter, Scabby Eye doesn't really matter, but the Bloody Hands does matter. And we can't see them yet, so we don't know how strong they are. This is a little concerning here, the fact that that Azhag is so weak. Azhag is at war with Ungrim, but he's obviously not providing much of a distraction for Ungrim. And Ungrim is already starting to recover a bit. He was, what, like 144 last turn? And Azhag not only is at war with Ungrim, but he's also at war with Droika, which is not looking too good for him. Our casualties are fine. Yeah, nothing to really worry about too much there. Obviously, our public order situation is not great, but it will improve. It's 10 points of a loss right now for the conquest next turn only. We're still suffering -5 for the provincial instability and -3 for the event. So that's 18 points right there, 18 negatives that are temporary. Meanwhile, up here, yeah, we've already looked at all this. Okay. Well, a little bit of progress this episode. So far, it's been at least more progress than we had previous episode. That is for sure. Lord not moved, yeah. Let's take a look at our diplomacy here. We're back up to 2. Really, really nice. Who's number 1? Can we see number 1? We cannot. Might be Wurzag.
You dare?
Horned prophet.
Yes.
Alright. Let's go ahead and end this turn, and we're going to get some buildings built. So that's going to be nice. Okay, Rictus did not declare war on us yet. What are you doing? You're running... Ooh, you're not close enough... Well, you can retreat, however. I was going to say, you're not close enough to get reinforced by Karaza Karak. You did pull me out of ambush stance. Not surprising. Okay. Yeah, ambush foiled. Constructor, that's good. Okay, Gabo Crackdown, not real... Well, the speed for infantry units is good. The rest of it's worthless to us right now because we have no orcs. And quite frankly, we might not ever have any orcs in this campaign. I've not really decided that part yet, but we can't get orcs in our army until we take Karak 8 Peaks down here. And at that point, who knows, we might not need them. Okay, we actually cannot reach, so that's why he moved where he did. Oh, no, we could reach right there. We definitely could. Okay, so here's the thing. I am tempted to attack him with just Skarsnik's army. He's probably going to retreat anyway, but there's less of a chance that he'll retreat if it's just Skarsnik attacking him, as opposed to getting Rakash in on the fight as well. And at this point, if I can attack him without the garrison coming out to help, then I definitely want to do that. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. Meanwhile, we're pretty much still suffering with money issues. Up here, yeah, I can't really do the recruiting just yet because of the money issues. Here, I'm probably going to want to build this, so that's a priority. If I build that, down here, I can also build that. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. I just need to get my money up as high as possible. I'm actually going to start working Nasha here down in this direction. You know what? I'm going to put him in this stance where he's close enough. If Rictus does declare war on us, he might be close enough to get over here to help out. The problem is, of course, Rictus might declare war and take World's Edge Archway all in the same turn. We shall see. But from here, I think we have a reasonable chance of being able to go whichever direction is necessary. We've spent all of our money. Let's go ahead and try this with Skarsnik. Let's cross our fingers that he does not run away. Here we go.
Get him!
He ran away. Okay. Not a big surprise. We are obviously not close enough to be able to run him down. I still could go into ambush stance here. I don't think there's a whole lot of point to it. 65%! 65% is not zero. Meanwhile, I can get you into raiding camp stance and move you forward. 523. There we go. Now we're getting some good money. We're getting over 1,000. That's because Karaza Karak is a much wealthier region than Pillars of Grungni. Now that we don't have an army in here anymore, our public order is still plummeting, but it's fine. The most important thing is that we keep the pressure going up here. Really would like to fight this guy in the field. It looks increasingly unlikely that we're going to be able to. What's more likely is that he's going to move this big army into Karaza Karak, and then we're in a pickle. That's going to make it a whole heck of a lot harder to lay siege. We might be able to, but ideally what I'd like to see happen is that he actually moves Rungni into the settlement and leaves Hagenbor Stoneheart here outside of the settlement. We might be able at that point to lay siege and then attack this army while the siege is going on, which means that it would not be able to reinforce him. But, you know, that's all speculation right now. Let's go ahead and... Do I want to... Well, I can't recruit into that army, so never mind. Let's go ahead and do this, I suppose. Alright. Research available. Okay, so this is worth doing. Big and Bullies is worth doing, for sure. No complaint. The control might be really nice. The leadership for God. Oh, that's huge. That's obviously the high priority right there. Okay. Yeah. In fact, all of these that we can do are all high priority, basically, or are all relatively high priority. But this one is the highest. So let's go ahead and look at our diplomacy here. We are red. We're in the red. But at least our reliability is still very high, so we don't have everybody in the world declaring war on us just yet. Let's go ahead and end our turn. No! No! Oh. Well, at least we got an easy win here. So his smaller army decided to try to use the underway, and we intercepted him. This, even though he's two characters, I can't imagine that this is going to be that tough of a fight. We do have to go toward him. But at least he was generous enough to get himself up front here. Now, what we'll try to do, let's go ahead and get our... There we go. Let's get our night goblins here around behind him. You guys, you can be right here. We'll get you in as soon as we can, but really it's these three that we need to distract them with until we get our night goblins around behind. So we'll move these three up to here. Let's See if we can get you guys up here. Oh, he's turned around here, so this is...
Moving fast.
Okay, no, he can't see us, so we're fine.
Running. Moving fast.
Do. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. There's nobody sneaking around behind you. Don't worry. Nothing like that could possibly be happening here. Let's go ahead and get you over this way. Let's see if he turns to face our spider or continues to face Skarsnik.
They fight. I shout.
And Slide a Miser. Skarsnik, where are you at? Oh, you're kind of stuck in the middle there, okay. You guys keep going this way. You guys are like this. Okay, I think at this point they're pretty well in position. Let's go ahead and get our guys all going here. Can we Skarsnik, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do it. Warlord of 8 peaks.
Okay. Now you three move up here. Let's go ahead and get all you guys now moving as well. Alright. I'm gonna just let the squig hoppers sit this one out since they've taken a little bit of damage already.
I'll kill the lot of them. This better work.
Skarsnik, I forgot to use that.
I have a plan.
Let's get you, Skarsnik, you can get over here on him. Okay. Let's just watch the action here for a moment. A Ragnarok Spider versus a Dwarven Lord. Good old Skarsnik jumping in now. There you go, literally jumping in. How are we doing over here? Is that Thane? I didn't even look to see. No, that's an engineer, I think. Okay. Alright, try to kill him, but I doubt if you're going to be able to. Well, our Ragnarok Spider's doing pretty decent damage here. Skarsnik, any chance that you could get in there? Probably not. Yeah, he's going to end up getting away because our spider, with his attacks, keeps pushing him. Alright, well. Unfortunate, but it's okay. I feel like I say it in every video, but my least favorite part of the game is chasing down troops that are running away, because the pathfinding in this game is so terrible. I shouldn't call it the pathfinding necessarily, but your pursuing units have this tendency to just not at all effectively be able to attack somebody who's literally got their back turned to you. Alright, barely any scrap, which makes sense because they only had 2 units, two dwarfs total. Okay, treasury, okay, experience. Got a level out of it at least. Slide of Miser probably got a level as well. How we doing on time? 10 minutes or so left. Okay, ambush foiled, of course. Enemy killed in battle, of course. Assured assailant, that's good. Leadership +2 for the entire army when we're attacking, which is, quite frankly, most of the time. Got a potion of strength, okay. Well, no complaints about any of that. Our income is obviously looking much better now. And as mentioned, we did get a rank here for...
Plotting and scheming.
both Skarsnik and Slidemizer. Let's go ahead and give Skarsnik... This is just for him. It's a possibility, though. I guess at this point we're looking at just buffing him anyway. We can't do this yet till level 12. So let's go ahead and take the Drippin' Tips. And you, this Ambusher, this is just Vanguard deployment, which is not all that important to me right now. So what we want to do with you is make you as strong of a melee combatant as you can be. You can take the Potion of Strength. Okay. And... Alright, we actually... It looks like... Nope, we cannot reach to lay siege this turn. Interesting. Well... And I'm assuming you cannot either. Indeed you cannot. Alright, well... What we're going to do then, he's actually not only inside the settlement, but he's also recruiting. We're going to go ahead and put ourselves in raiding camp. We are going to move ourselves... No. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try it one more time. It seems extremely unlikely to work, but we're going to try it. In ambush stance with Skarsnik. You can move into raiding stance. And we just want to make sure that you are close enough where you can definitely reach next turn. There's not really any particular need for us to lay siege with one army versus the other next turn, but we'll worry about that later. I guess maybe it makes more sense. The ambush is not going to work, is it? It probably makes more sense for Skarsnik to be in raiding camp. It nets us more money and also gives us the little bitty bit of replenishment. So that's what we'll do. Alright, we'll see if he comes out to attack us. It seems extremely unlikely that he would do so, but we'll see how it goes. If he does, we're close enough that the garrison would come out to help. And maybe he will, because he might feel like his 40 units might very well be able to take on our 80. And he might be right about it, because his units are better than ours, particularly with that garrison.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
Thank goodness it's only a tier 3 city right now. And it doesn't look like he's built the defensive building. I don't even know if you can build a defensive building in Karak. It has the cannons, it has the flamethrower units, but it's got some slayers. It doesn't have the best units in a Dwarven roster, that's for sure. So that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and continue to get our economy boosted here. Economy. Do I need this right now? Probably not. I'm actually going to save a little bitty bit of money here. You... Okay, from here you cannot reach there, but you could reach there. That's fine. I'm going to leave you right there. I'm going to put you back into ambush stance. I could recruit with him. That's interesting. Night Goblins are a tier above Nasty Skulkers, but they're less expensive. Are they actually worse units? The Nasty Skulkers have more armor, more speed, more melee attack, and more charge. But the Night Goblins have better leadership, better defense, and better weapon strength. and they have shields, for whatever that's worth. And they're expendable. Interesting. The other thing, of course, I could do is start to recruit in some Night Goblin Archers, which, let me compare Goblin Archers with Night Goblin Archers. Better speed, less leadership. Better speed, better attack, better defense, better weapon strength, better charge bonus, none of which, any of that really matters. Because as archers, you really want missile strength, and their missile strength is actually the same, but they do have the poison attacks. So, and of course the Vanguard deployment is very nice. So, they're probably worth the little bit of additional money that they cost. I'm not going to start recruiting just yet. How are we looking here? Okay, we're going to be continuing to lose 3 per turn. Which actually means I need to get you into position where you're going to be able to attack the rebellion when it happens. So if that means while we're up a little bit further that way, if it means that we're putting World's Edge Archway at risk, then so be it. At least we're only 1 turn away from getting this tower built. Getting some river trolls will be nice, that's for sure. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready for what's probably going to have to be the last end turn for this episode. Let me check my diplomacy.
Lord of the Night.
Not sure I've had any ambush battles in this campaign yet, and I really like ambush battles with the greenskins. Particularly with Skarsnik. Alright, here we go. Okay, here comes Ungrim. Very interesting. Okay. Ooh, hello. Chaos Undivided Corruption. I think it's worth it. Normally, I would not. I would do Safeguard. But getting some money. It seems thematically like Skarsnik would be the type of lord who would accept this. The Chaos Undivided Corruption doesn't concern me that much. We're going to suffer a rebellion in our main province anyway, regardless. So let's grant it. Let's take the 3,000 additional teeth. And, okay, nothing major going on up there. Let's just take a look at Azhag up here. Azhag, you are not in good shape, my dude. Not in good shape at all. We still have not met Wurzag. Zufbar not looking too good, but they're not even at war with anybody. I wonder what they're waiting for. Ungrim is now obviously gotten much stronger again, but he's still not stronger than we are. Which would make sense since we're overall ranked number 2. Okay, so... Yep, right here. This is going to be interesting. He declined to come out and attack us. He's got the 20 units now, plus the 20 in the garrison.
A scheme worthy of Skarsnik.
Skarsnik needs a little replenishing. He needs a little bit less. I'm kind of tempted to lay siege with him. It's extremely possible. I think it's going to be a loss when we lay siege, but
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks. I'm off.
I think it's going to be a loss, but maybe we can get him to sally out and attack us, which will give us a little bit of a benefit, certainly better than attacking the walls. And if he doesn't sally out and attack us, then we could start doing some attrition. And as far as sallying out and attacking us, I don't know who would have the advantage in that particular case. So let's go ahead and... Oh, well, okay. This is actually telling me a Pyrrhic victory. If we would auto-resolve here, which we can't because we don't have any siege weapons. Let's go ahead and give the Banner of Eternal Flame to, I guess, you. Why not? Give you a base weapon damage buff. Okay. Continue the siege. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? What am I doing here, Michael? You need to, There we go. We will attack it at some point when it's a little bit more to our advantage. I don't want to attack it right away because I don't want to get all my like half of my armies wiped out. Over here, we're doing okay from a public order standpoint now. In fact, it's getting a little bit better each turn. So we can go ahead and I think afford to do this. We can do this. Up here, let's try to do this. I'm not going to worry about this building right here. You... At this point, you need to start recruiting. If he starts raiding, that is going to cause a rebellion. Let's go ahead and move to here. The garrison would come out and help us now. There are 5 Orc Biggin units in there now. Some trolls. 2 character units. So it's a decent garrison, even without the benefit of the walls. But here's what we need to do. We need to get 3 of you and 2 of you. You're cheaper. I'm kind of mixed on which are better, but these are cheaper and they're expendable, which is quite nice when it comes to goblin fighting. Okay, so there we go. We've got our buildings all doing everything they can. We've got our armies now doing everything they can. And we're not getting any benefit from the rating here other than the leadership and defense bonus. But hopefully that will be good enough. We've got 13 turns left on our Wa. Our Wa target is now currently under siege. Don't know whether he will sally out and attack us, but I have to think probably not. But we don't know for sure. Let's go ahead and get the game saved again. Obviously, I can't attack right now, even if I wanted to. But we'll leave it there. Certainly a more productive episode than the previous one, although we are absolutely not anywhere near as dominant as this strength rank might seem to indicate. Not yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, anyway. I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.